Hi, it's Mint, and this is my co-host, Bubbles, and you're watching Cozy Game Central, the news station for cozy gamers everywhere. It's your turn. You're supposed to read the next line. Oh, forget it. Go back to doing the weather. No, she's great. But for real, today we will be covering a multitude of cozy gaming news, such as more cozy games that were announced to release in May, Echoes of the Plum Grove updates, Coral Island news, Minami Lane news, and even Sky game updates. And I'm going to talk a little bit about my first impressions of Endless Ocean Luminous, super briefly. I will also have timestamps below if you want to skip through the video and just watch the parts that you're most interested in. But of course, it does help me the most if you watch the full video. So thank you for being here, and let's just get right into the news. So there are a host of cozy games releasing in May, and more continue to be announced by the day, it seems. So Endless Oceans released on May 2nd, and Surmount released on May 2nd. And we also had Echoes of the Plum Grove, which released at the end of April, so it's kind of like a May game. And I'm just gonna list through these other games, and then I'll talk about some in more depth. But we have Little Kitty Big City coming out, Brocula, Fabledom coming to 1.0, out of early access into full release on PC. We have Balladins. We have a newly announced Cozy Caravan. That one has a release date, so that's exciting. We'll talk about that more in a second. Also, Little Known Galaxy got a release date for May. Paper Trail is coming out this month, Duck Detective, Pine Hearts, and Sunnyside. I am excited for way too many of these games. I don't know what I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna keep my money. I don't know what to do. So I will post all the release dates in the description, as well as the trailers for any of those games if you want to see what's coming. And I'll try to update that if more games get announced for May. That's not a promise though, but I'm going to try. So the two I really want to talk about here are Cozy Caravan and Little Known Galaxy. I was not expecting these to be releasing in May. So Little Known Galaxy is a cozy RPG space adventure that just looks so adorable. I am so excited to try this one. And Cozy Caravan, which is going to be releasing in early access on May 16th. I cannot wait. I'm not usually an early access type of person these days, but it is going to have a strawberry cow that you can play as, and I love strawberry cows. So I'm just really excited for that. Cozy Caravan, if you don't know, is a top-down journey with claymation-style graphics and movements. You embark on crafting, trading, and exploration as you go town to town in your Cozy Caravan. The character customization is what I am most excited for, as you just heard, because you can play as a cow, including strawberry cow. You can play as an axolotl, a beaver, a cat, a fox, a frog, a red panda, all sorts of things. I can't even tell what all of the animals are really, because it looks like different colors kind of throw me off, but you can choose the color and be really creative with it, and it's just adorable. So it will be in early access, but I want to play out my strawberry cow dreams as soon as possible, so I probably will be streaming this one and playing this one and picking it up. I stream on Twitch and YouTube several times a week, so make sure to follow me there if you want to, or subscribe here if you want to see when I go live, or you can join the Discord and just become a part of this community. So my first impressions of Endless Ocean, I have never played a game in this series besides this new one that just released, Endless Ocean's Luminous, and I thought it was so much fun to play, and I played this for almost 5 hours on my stream. It's definitely just relaxing, and you just literally dive around. You look for all the creatures, you scan them, you try to fill up your collection of which animals you've scanned, and finding other things along the way. The diving goes up to 30 people, which I didn't have any groups that were actually 30 people, but we did do some diving on my stream today, and it was really, really fun. And it was fun to play with friends. I enjoyed the group diving because when you're looking for a certain sea creature out there as the quest, you can like kind of work together to find it or see where everyone's huddled around and figure it out there, or place a tag and mark it. So I really enjoyed it. I didn't find it boring at all. I was just being blown away every time I found a new creature and having fun taking pictures of it and gushing over it. So I had a great time with it. I hope I'll continue to like it because it's a very basic game. There's not a lot of stress with this unless you're terrified of the ocean. But you just basically swim around, scan for new fish, look for certain fish if you're on a little quest. And the more dives you do, the more the story will expand. So the next part of the story is ready for me to dive into. So I'm excited to see what that's going to be like because I haven't gotten back into the story yet. I was just continuing to do group dives. So I had a great time. I wonder if you guys picked it up or not. I'm curious to know if you like it because I know a lot of the OG fans were saying that they weren't liking it. So I don't know what the game is missing back from the Wii version. I don't know any of that. I just know what I know from this being my first game and first impression of Endless Oceans, but I'm definitely glad I bought it. So yeah, the next thing we're going to go into are game updates. So the first game getting some updates is Coral Island. I love Coral Island. They announced their 1.1 update, which is launching into beta on May 20th. Now, I don't know. I think everybody can do the beta, but I'm not sure. It is beta, so it's not totally public yet, I guess. They also announced 4 new underwater NPCs. They have Rizzy, Slame, I don't know how to pronounce anything right, Janu, Tahat. So those are the 4. Rizzy runs her own tattoo shop and she designs all the tattoos herself and doesn't take custom orders. And Slame is a rancher who helps you get animals for your underwater ranch. Janu owns Sleepy Eel, the local tavern. You'll find him at the tavern all the time. Tahat is a local guard who has served the kingdom for many years. He's married to what he considers to be the most beautiful sea creature in the world, Etna. So those characters look really cute and interesting. And also, in this update, Merfolk Romance will finally be available. So if you've been wanting to marry one of the merfolk, you can now. The romanceable options for the merfolk are Semaru, Denali, and Princess Miranjani. But yeah, so those ones are going to be romanceable. There's also going to be ocean farming, which will introduce new seed types and a new tool type, which provides light to the underwater crops rather than water because they obviously got enough water. There will also be ranching, which is just adorable. I will put up a picture of all the adorable sea creatures that you can have on your underwater ranch because they're just pulling at my heartstrings so much because they're so cute. And there's going to be new decor for the underwater farm. And it sounds like you can bring that up to land as well on your other farms. They have also optimized the home decorating, making that easier to do for the players. And they also announced that in June, we're going to hear more about multiplayer and their progress with that. And hopefully that can be introduced into the game. So that's super exciting, and that is all about Coral Island. Next, Echoes of the Plum Grove, which I said just released on April 29th. And it already has a very positive review ranking on Steam so far, which is great. Echoes of the Plum Grove is a survival-focused farming sim with a Paper Mario art style, where you can engage in the basic farming life sim style, but you need to stock up for the long winter, you need to pay attention to your appetite and your sleep schedule, and you need to choose wisely who you're going to be friends with and who you're going to make enemies with. And so there's a lot to this game, which makes it really fun. This game will be getting some significant updates already, which is great. So these are good updates. Controller support and Steam Deck verification. I really want that. I want the Steam Deck verification because I've been playing on my Steam Deck and it's been fine. It's doable, but with the controller support and the verification, it's gonna be so much easier to play and so much more enjoyable and easier to put more hours in to have that verification. So I'm excited for that. They're also going to be adding furniture and decor for the walls in your house, which is really exciting and fun. There's going to be a family tree menu that's added, and there's going to be quests that allow you to save sick NPCs, so that will be fun. And there's also going to be the ability to inoculate or poison your family being added, so that's an interesting one. And for the Kickstarter goals, they're also going to be adding in thunderstorms, pet birds, more styles of cats and dogs. They're adding in a new NPC named Old Man Ricket. There's going to be another cave area, and they're adding painting as an NPC hobby. So I am very excited for these updates, mostly for the Steam Deck verification, as I've been playing on my Steam Deck a lot, but it'll be even better with those controls, so I can't wait. Next, we have Minami Lane. This was released earlier in the year, and it had a super successful launch with overwhelmingly positive reviews. It's a fairly short game, but super, super fun management game that's actually cozy and relaxing and great. I just loved it. They announced that Minami Lane 1.1 will be coming in May or June, and it's going to be featuring 6 new languages, so more localization, and it's gonna have gamepad fully supported, and there will also be bug fixes. They also said there will be an announcement regarding the game this summer, which sounds like it could be a possible bonus mission being added to the game, which would be really fun and would bring this game around again, and it would promote the game even more and add more success to the game, I think. They are also in discussions about how to launch their game to the Nintendo Switch, and they stated that that could be announced in the coming months. So be on the lookout for a Switch launch for Minami Lane, which would be so exciting, so more of you guys can play it. And then there is Sky Children of the Light, which recently added Cinnamoroll. Cinnamoroll will be in the game from April 27th to May 17th. This is a really cute addition to the game, and it includes daily quests and having a cafe in Avery Village. I was reading their Instagram comments, and I noticed that some regular Sky players were upset by the prices of the in-game limited time Cinnamoroll items, were upset by the prices of these in-game items because they are real money that you would have to spend to get those collectible items. But I do know that this is a free game, and they definitely want to capitalize on this collaboration and on those collectible items that you're only able to get during this limited time event. They're definitely trying to get you to pay for it because they need money to keep this game going, is my guess. But a lot of people seemed pretty upset about those prices. So I want to know what you guys think about that. And that is all for my first installment of Cozy Game Central news station. So thank you for being here. Check out one of my past videos right here and let me know, what did I miss, if anything? What upcoming games are you buying this month? And please let me know those answers in the comments below. And a big thank you to the wonderful members of the channel. Thank you for being members, and hopefully I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Bye!